This is Pokemon Stadium. Excuse me while I clear my throat. This is Pokemon Stadium 2. I can't hear a thing from my TV.
Your patience is ready. Pokemon Tournament Challenge Cup Master Ball. The opening blows are about to be exchanged in a furious battle.
So that's Jolteon, one of the best Pokemon in the game. And that's Steelix. So I need to switch. The way you need to play this game blindfolded is you need to use the audio cues of the moves and the Pokemon to know what you're dealing with. And you also use it to get a grasp of what's going on. So this is a bad switch. It's going for Hyper Beam, so that's fine. I could probably live 2 Hyper Beams. I need to find Surf. Hopefully not Waterfall.
They're both hanging tough.
I guess I have no idea what just happened. Okay, so I'm not finding Steelix. Not code. I am confused. I have no idea what I'm fighting. I have 2 turns to find Thunder. I found it turn 1. Apparently I'm just an idiot. I have absolutely no idea what that Pokemon was, and I'm actually a little upset. It sounded like Steelix. Steelix has this like groggy, rocky sound where he's like rolling. That's Flareon. I mean, obviously. He said it, but the sound Flareon makes is very short. This would have actually been a good turn to look for Rain Dance, but I hit a crit anyway, so it did not. Sweet! So that crit is a huge, huge deal, obviously.
There's only one Pokemon left to come out. Oh, it's Pinsir! It's down to the last Pokemon now.
I should look for Rain Dance, but I'm pretty sure Rain Dance is just going to be on the right side of Thunder. And I got another crit somehow. Apparently not. So it was a crit, and he killed himself with Submission Recoil, so that's pretty funny. That fight could have gone a lot faster if I didn't think that was Steelix. I have no idea what that Pokemon was at the start of that fight. I had to find my split there. So I missed out on a continue this fight. I could have gotten a continue because if I stayed in with Jolteon, found Thunder, used Thunder, all that stuff, I would have gotten 3 kills without losing any Pokemon. But as it stands, now I have to deal with this. So, I already know what my water type is. My water type is Tentacruel. And Tentacruel is a terrible water type, especially since I heard Bubble Beam in there. And apparently whatever Pokemon was at the start was some kind of water or grass type. So we're leading with Tentacruel. Worst case scenario, Nidoking is probably up there in the worst case scenarios. Bubble Beam's not even going to 2-hit KO. An Earthquake naturally will kill me. But he goes for Sandstorm, which is good. It's only good if he doesn't have... if he has any rock types, this is bad. Because if he has any rock types, they'll get a special defense raise, and that means they're going to survive Bubble Beam a lot better. Like, right on and Gold on. Oh, apparently that good. Bubble Beam's a lot stronger than I thought it was.
Pokemon needs to be prepared. Oh, it's Donphan!
After 3 turns of Sandstorm, I'm not going to live an Earthquake. Even if I could live an Earthquake to begin with. 3 turns of residual damage at 12% of your health? No. Weather is really, really strong in this generation.
Hang on, Earthquake! Oh, nature death!
The announcer gives a lot of audio cues about what moves did, if they were critical hits, if they got a status effect. So you have to listen to the crowd, if they're cheering. If the crowd is cheering, this is actually a really good team now. Heracross Jolteon is a great core. They cover each other's weaknesses perfectly. Now I just need to find Mega Horn and not counter.
What's this?
Find a reversal. Good news is I know where Mega Horn is. Typically moves are opposite of each other. If you have a Pokemon with 2 types, like Heracross is Bug and Fighting, if you find a Fighting move on the left side, you're going to find your Bug move on the right side. And Donphan is now in the yellow, because he just used his berry juice, or his gold berry, or whatever it is. So we found Mega Horn. Best Pokemon at the end here would be Rhydon or Golem, not Steelix. Steelix would make this really difficult.
Just one Pokemon remains.
Steelix would make this unbelievably difficult.
Oh, it's Steelix.
No surprises there.
Sandstorm finally quiet.
So I took an Earthquake and I took 1 Sandstorm turn. I'm going to take this opportunity to look for other moves on my Heracross. I already know the moves that matter the most. Mega Horn. Leer helps, actually. Leer surprisingly helps. There's your Sandstorm. So let's see, after a Sandstorm... I've taken 2 Sandstorms and an Earthquake. I should be in the yellow. His next one's going to do a fair amount of damage. Do I go for another Leer, or do I go for a reversal? Or, no, not Leer. Leer does more. Because then when it comes to the time that I have to use Reversal when I'm at a lower HP, Reversal is going to be doing twice as much damage because I Leered here again. So hopefully the Mountain miss. That's not good. I can start going for Reversals now, I guess. The Reversals are going to be doing at least like base 50, base 60, so it should 2 a KO. Let's see how this goes. That killed. If you can hear the crowd cheering, you'll know that it killed you. So now I just have to hope my last Pokemon isn't something super terrible. I can't think of what the best Pokemon would be. There's a lot of Pokemon that aren't stupid. That's funny. This is why I named this split No Dig Please. One of us used Double Team. It was probably me. Maybe he goes for Dig. Well, one of us used Dig. It's probably him. It was him. So that means if I have Earthquake, this would be a great time to find it. I have Strength. Good Double Team. I probably have like Mud Slap. I might even have Dig too. If I have Dig and then I lost. No, I got Earthquake. Sweet. So I have a Steelix with Earthquake. I have a Jolteon with Thunder. I have Heracross with Mega Horn. And I have Sludge Bomb Tentacruel. Even though this fight was ridiculously slow, this is a really good team. This is a really good team. And I still have a potential to find Aerodactyl on the team. Because no one's taking up the rock or the flying type niche. Checking my splits again. My button is the 1 key on the numpad. That's my next split. So this fight is going to be pretty straightforward. I want to learn more of my Pokemon too. I should have probably added Heracross to this team, but I think Jolteon's going to sweep anyway, so there's no point in me having any particular backups to help save me in case I don't win. It's Poliwrath. He dies to Thunder. I could go for Rain Dance here. Rain Dance, if I can find it. I'm pretty sure it's on the right side. But it's also actually faster to just go for Thunder. It is strategically faster to just miss once and then hit the second time. If you miss twice, then you've lost all the time you could possibly lose. But at the same time, if you miss once and hit the second time, you didn't lose any time. It's just an insurance if you use Rain Dance first. Rain Dance allows you to never miss Thunder, and that's why Pokemon like Jolteon or Electrode or Electabuzz with Thunder are perfect for this game mode. If you can find them early, you can usually win because they have one of the strongest attacks in the game. It never misses. They have strong special attack. They're all really fast. And he used Blizzard, which is good, because that means he misses. And when he misses, we hit. So that was pretty lucky. So like I was saying, Jolteon is good because it's going to be used in almost every fight. It also has the added effect of being a forced switch-in. It forces the opponent. Cloister is perfect. Cloister has no special defense. If you know anything about Pokemon mechanics, whoops, that missed. Dagger's not good. This will be fun. We get to listen to audio cues. If you hit yourself, the crowd cheers before the announcer says anything. So I made it. And that's it. So we get to continue here. So let me talk about Pokemon mechanics real quick. Your attacks are either physically based or specially based. And your opponent's Pokemon naturally will have defense or specially defensive stats to counter that. Jolteon is a specially based Pokemon. Thunder, electric attacks are all... Pretty sure every single electric attack in Generation 2 is a special attack. They hit the special side, and Cloister has high defense, but no special defense. So typically you just get a kill. So this is the Attract fight. This trainer uses Pokemon with the move Attract. Actually, I want to lead Heracross, I think. Yeah. Heracross, and I want to learn more about my Pokemon. I would have... Actually, I should have added Steelix. Steelix would have been a good partner for this fight. Because then I would have meant I would have a good matchup versus Aerodactyl, which is a possibility on this team. This person could have Aerodactyl. Use Heracross. Let's go straight to our last Pokemon. The Pokemon I don't know anything about yet. My 5th slot. I have a feeling it's going to be a flying type. Miltank is not a flying type, nor is it the Pokemon I want to switch into a Heracross. Well, Attract worked. So my Miltank and my Heracross are the same gender. Which actually kind of sucks, because now I kind of... I'm going to switch to Heracross again, take the Mega Horn, switch to my Jolteon, and hope that my Jolteon's a different gender. And then I'll set up a Rain Dance. Maybe? No, I'll just go... I'll set up... I'll set up a Rain Dance. Counter does nothing. Okay, so now we switch to Jolteon. And if Attract works, then we're in trouble. If Attract doesn't work, we'll hear, "Oh, the move failed," before anything happens. So here's the moment of truth. So my Jolteon is not the same gender. We have a free turn to go for... I almost pressed the wrong button. We have a free turn to go for Rain Dance, and I'm pretty sure it's on the right side. So I'm going to use right side.
Okay. What now? A light tap.
I'm confused. Did I use Roar?
Oh, it
It
flinched.
flinched me too. It could have Razor Fang. I think I just used Roar though. So I'm going to go down. Because Jolteon should be faster than Heracross. Now one of us is enduring.
There's the attack. A heavy hit.
I don't even know if that endure made a difference.
HP difference.
Okay, well we wasted enough time. If we get a crit or a para, we could win.
Yes, it's a
Am I
hit.
paralyzed? That's fine.
That's a hit. Oh,
So now we're really in trouble because I have to use a Miltank, which I don't know any moves for. And I have to get past the track,
here next.
and both of my Pokemon are the same gender, so whenever I hear a track, I know I'm going to be in trouble. Miltank can have Blizzard, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Body Slam, Headbutt, Stomp.
They go into
Almost all those moves are terrible. The best moveset would probably be like Fire Punch, Body Slam.
What'll it do? That was a glancing
I
blow.
probably used counter.
It managed to hang in
Yeah.
there. Oh,
I found Stomp. Okay, that's good. So I found Stomp, maybe Headbutt. Hopefully Headbutt. Headbutt is stronger than Stomp. They do the same thing though. They just Headbutt, so that's good. So we took care of that. Now the problem is I need to preserve Miltank as often as possible in case I have to fight an Aerodactyl, because now I have nothing to check Aerodactyl.
Oh, it's the champ.
Champ is a justifiable excuse to switch.
They're both hanging tough.
So we're going to switch to our Heracross, which is our first slot.
The Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball.
The champ also can have Fire Punch. He's probably going for Retract or Dynamic Punch.
Pokeball.
No matter what happens. we're in trouble.
What's this?
Okay, well, he's the same gender as my Heracross and my Miltank.
How will this new
I have no idea what to use though. It might have been Vital Throw. It was not Seismic Toss. I think it was Vital Throw. So I could go for Leer, but I want to see what my last move is. Because if it's Takedown, I'd rather use that than Mega Horn.
the sunlight
Sunny Day. That's not what I wanted. Because now he goes for Fire Punch.
How's that?
Well, it wasn't Fire Punch.
That didn't accomplish.
Well, he's going for a fighting move. That's for sure. So I can go for Leer, try and weaken him down a bit,
From this heated
and then go for Mega Horns.
Ooh, lead.
And then when it sounds like I'm getting low enough,
There, defense
I'll say maybe 5 Vital Throws. I'll go for Reversal. And for Heavy.
Great hit. It used its held
Where's the
item for
held
more
item?
HP.
So now my Reversal's not going to be doing that much.
Battle is unfolding.
If I have Berry Juice, it's going to be fine. If I have a Gold Berry, I don't know.
There's the shot.
Well, it sounds like it's doing good damage, so...
It can't move.
And the best Pokemon at the end would be something like Blissey. Blissey would be 100% the best Pokemon to fight at the end here.
Wow, reversal. Yes,
And that's
it's a
okay.
hit.
The crowd was cheering in the background. If the crowd makes an initial cheer, like a yeah, when it's a super effective move, it's not going to kill. But if they keep cheering, if it's like a faint cheering in the background, that tells you it killed.
Oh, it's
Blissey.
down to the last Pokemon now.
The best possible Pokemon to fight at the end here. Blissey can't do anything to me except Psychic.
Continue.
Reversal should probably kill. I might not be low enough, but Blissey has like nothing. And even if my Heracross dies here, even if my Heracross didn't kill there, Stomp would have finished it off because Blissey has no defense, but a billion HP. So that was a pretty good fight. I lost Jolteon to some bad luck because I couldn't find Rain Dance. Alright, he's either Quick Claw? I'm really confused. I am actually confused. I'm confused as to whether or not that Heracross was Quick Claw or not. In any event, we're now going into a fight I really don't want to do. Because my best lead is Tentacruel. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to go Tentacruel, Heracross, Jolteon. This is probably a mistake. Tentacruel is the best matchup, 100%. But it's hard to say. That's Ninetales. This is an okay start. Although he's gonna go, he can have Psychic first of all. Bubble Beam's gonna be doing less after Sunny Day. We speed tie. I went first. And Ninetales has pretty good special defense. The good news is, Tentacruel has ridiculously good special defense. So, the only Pokemon in this fight that can touch me is Exeggutor. And it's more likely that Exeggutor will be using something like Psychic or Confusion. There's a good chance he can use Confusion. That was Flamethrower. The difference between Fire Blast and Flamethrower is the Flamethrower animation is quicker, so the sounds for the flame animation are quicker. Which means when Fire Blast hits, it does a longer animation. The fact that this guy's still alive is bad. I can survive 2 more Fire Blast or Flamethrowers. That is to say, the next one will put me in KO range. I'll die to 2 more Flamethrowers. That killed. Yeah. The crowd was still cheering at the end of the initial cheer. So the best Pokemon I can fight right now would be like Meganium. Venusaur's not that great. I mean, I can deal with Venusaur pretty easily. I have the perfect counter in Heracross. I probably should have switched. Solar Beam. Okay, I lived it. Sunlight Fang is good. That means I can get a free switch into Heracross. Did I choose Heracross first? I think I did. Normally I like to go in order when I order my Pokemon weirdly. Like if I choose a lead, I want to go with my natural order from the top left across to the second row across. But in this one I ordered it by priority of how important the Pokemon is. So Heracross is going to be my second Pokemon. So now he's charging up. Oh no, you went for Deep Drain. That's good. So now I can go for Mega Horns. I could also go for Leer, but I think 1 Mega Horn would be enough after a Sludge Bomb. No, I'll take 2. But that's fine. Leer wouldn't be productive anyway. Still shouldn't be doing too much, and he shouldn't be healing too much back either. So this Mega Horn should kill. And then now the best Pokemon at the end would be a Meganium. Victory Bell would be okay too. Even Exeggutor would be good too, because he's slower, but it's also riskier because if I miss Mega Horn, then I lose. Whereas if Meganium comes out, I can survive any hit from Meganium. Meganium's perfect. Now the reason I know so much about my opponent's teams is because in Master Ball, the teams are all preset. They have a pool of like maybe anywhere from 6 to 10 Pokemon they can have. So for example, in the first fight, there's a lot of Pokemon that can be in the first fight. But typically they're all going to be Bug types or Flying types, which means Electric types and Fire types dominate that team. In the second fight, you're going to be fighting a Sandstorm team, which is going to be predominantly like the same pool of Ground and Rock type Pokemon. Almost always has Steelix, almost always has Donphan. Usually leads with Aerodactyl. I also got to continue this fight, so that's really good. I have 2 continues for the last 3 fights, which is going to be really important. Moving forward to what I was saying, the third team has predominantly Water-type Pokemon and a few Ice types, so an Electric type gets to that team pretty easily. The fourth trainer is an Attract trainer, which has a lot of Normal types and Fighting types. And as you saw, the teams were Heracross, Machamp, Blissey. Okay, this fight is a balanced fight, so I want to be fighting with Jolteon and Tentacruel, but I need something that resists Ground-type moves, so I need Heracross in the back too. We're going to be using this team a lot. This core is pretty good. I have a check for every single attack in the game. I have a fire sponge, I have a ground sponge, I have a flying sponge. That is Ursaring. At least I hope it is. So I'm going to go for Thunder. He doesn't have a ground type. This is also a 2 KO. I might die to Thrash. Slash is probably a 2 KO. After a crit it would be. I'm not going to go for Rain Dance here, because I still need to find Rain Dance for the next fight. That's good. So he's dead. It might also be Kangaskhan, but I'm pretty sure it's Ursaring. Ursaring is a slash user, not Kangaskhan. Charizard. So this is actually really scary. If he has Fire Blast and misses, I'm in an okay position. But if he has Fire Blast and hits, I die. Okay, I hit, so he died. That's fine. His last is probably a Water type. Maybe a Grass type. I doubt if he had a Grass type he'd go to Charizard, so I'm pretty sure his last is like Gyarados. Maybe Vaporeon. Kabutops. Yeah. Back to what I was saying, the 5th trainer is a Sunny Day team. They use predominantly Fire type and Grass types. I've also only missed 1 Thunder so far. Nice. So that's another continue. So we have 4 continues from the next 2 fights, and this next fight should also be a free fight. I'll get to that in a sec. So on the 5th trainer, you're fighting a Fire and Grass type team that uses Sunny Day. In the 6th fight, you're fighting a Balanced team, which means it could be almost any Pokemon. And the types will always be random and all that other stuff, but usually they'll be like a balanced team that'll have answers. That will have answers to any kind of Pokemon attack. For example, usually they have a core of like a Fire type and a Ground type, or a Water type and a Ground type, so that if it has electric Pokemon, he'll switch to the Ground type. But in that fight he didn't, so I just killed him. In the 7th fight, you're fighting a trainer that uses Double Team and Flash, which is perfect for Jolteon. I'm also going to use Heracross, even though I'm not exactly thrilled about it. And I'm going to use Steelix because I do have Earthquake. Predominantly, this team has a lot of Dark and Psychic types and Gengar. So Jolteon is faster than all of those, and strong enough to 2 KO all of those. That's Alakazam. I'm going to go for Rain Dance. I'm pretty sure Rain Dance is up. If it's not up, it's right. I found Rain Dance. So hopefully he just double teams or maybe flashes. He goes for Psychic. I should be able to live 2 Psychics, but I could be wrong. I can definitely die to this Psychic. I'm going to switch to Steelix. Steelix is a relatively safe switch, and I want to preserve Jolteon because Jolteon is my only way to beating any double team users or flash users. That special defense drops means I have to sacrifice a little bit of time. But Steelix should be able, it might even be able to one-hit KO Alakazam with an Earthquake. Because it is the same type, it gets a attack. Okay. Apparently he can drop my stats at the drop of a dime. Whenever he wants. I might be able to live 1 more Psychic. It didn't kill. This next Earthquake will. So my Jolteon should be just shy of the yellow in health. My Steelix should also be right now entering the yellow. Oh no, I died. That's a shame. If I still have 1 more turn of Thunder, I'm in an okay position. Because then that means I can get the kill this turn. And because I get the kill this turn, I'll be able to Rain Dance on the next Pokemon that's probably going to be using Double Team. And we do still have Rain. So this is our last turn of Rain. Now I go for Thunder. Should kill after an Earthquake. Steelix. That's a kill. Card's still cheering. So Alakazam is down. Best Pokemon I can fight, and this was really rare. There was one fight where the rest of the Pokemon were Cloyster and Dodrio. But there's also a good chance his next Pokemon could be a Xatu. Hopefully not Gengar. Exeggutor makes this really interesting. Exeggutor actually makes this ridiculously interesting. So I'm going to make a risky play here. I'm going to pray that this Exeggutor goes for something stupid like Double Team, Flash, Giga Drain, and maybe even Solar Beam, and just hope beyond hope he doesn't have Psychic, and then hope I don't miss Mega Horn this turn. If he uses Psychic, I can live 1, but not 2. Okay, so I lived, but now I still have to hit this Mega Horn to win. If I don't hit this Mega Horn, I'm gonna lose. And then we just start the fight over. I missed. That's one of the most depressing sounds in the game. Is Mega Horn missing? That's a shame. The fast strat to do right here is just hit start over the fight. But because I want to see if I can win with Jolteon, even though he's going to go for 2 Psychics, I want to see if I can win with Jolteon. Nah, actually, it's probably faster to just quit. So I'm going to restart this fight, because I have 3 continues left. Maybe 2. I have enough continues left to restart this fight. I'm going to lead Jolteon again. Hope he doesn't get a special defense drop, and we're going to try this fight over. However, if he has Exeggutor, we're going to be in a rough spot. Because if he chooses Exeggutor again, I'm going to have to get my Heracross in. I don't know what my last is. My last could be either a Fire type or a Grass type. Neither of those would be very helpful in this fight, so I'd rather not take the risk of finding something like Venusaur or like Victory Bell. I don't even think I can live 2 Psychics, so I'm just going to go for 2 Thunders. I would go for Rain Dance. He switched, so he has a Donphan. What other ground types? Golem. He could have a Golem. Snorlax. That's neat. So I can relatively safely switch to Heracross. Start dropping some Leers. 1 Leer would be good enough, and then I'll use Mega Horn. This Snorlax probably has Earthquake. So we'll see what happens. What's Mudslap? Okay. I'd rather go for 2 Mega Horns than Leer and Mega Horn. More opportunities to hit. That hit. That might not 2KO though. We'll see what he does next. Double team. So this is a good spot to be in. When your opponent is double teaming, all you have to do is hit one more attack. So he can waste all the time. This is a time loss for him going for a hit. Nice. Okay. The more he goes for double team, the less he's damaging me, and that means the more likely I can stay in and do more stuff that I want to do. So I'm once again going to switch here to Steelix. Because he's going to be sending out Alakazam here. Why would he not send out Alakazam here? So now we switch back to Steelix. We're going to get 2 Earthquakes in this time. Because he's not going to drop our special defense. I hope. If he does, then nothing you can do. We just switch back to Jolteon and hit 2 Thunders. I wonder if I can go for Rain Dance. It's hard to say. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how it plays out. If I have Screech, I'd rather use that. Screech is the equivalent of Swords Dance, 1v1. I could also just crit, but I never bank on crits. Crits aren't gonna... He has a Flying type too! Maybe he has a Houndoom. Or Charizard. Exeggutor. so this is gonna be rough.
There's the attack.
I wonder if he's gonna go for Solar Beam. I don't think he'd go for Psychic.
What impact will this Pokemon
So we're gonna go
have on the
Heracross. I can live one Psychic, as usual.
The Pokemon
So if he does, for whatever reason, go for Psychic instead of Solar Beam, I can just live it. If he goes for Solar Beam, we have 3 turns to hit Mega Horn.
from its Pokeball.
Perfect. So we have 3 turns to hit Mega Horn. We only need to hit it once.
How would Pokemon switch affect the
I could go for a
power
continue here, but it's not going to be worth it because my Steelix is already weakened, and I don't have any idea how much Psychic's going to do if I switch into it again, and I still have to hit 2 Earthquakes, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get 3 turns worth against an Alakazam, and I'm also like really sure that Heracross cannot live Psychic, so unless I'm Quick Claw, I'll just take the death here, switch to Steelix,
There it goes.
and then use Earthquake.
Super effective.
Oh, I lived! So if I just hit this, I gotta continue.
Finishing blow.
Nice. Okay, that was pretty lucky. I didn't know Heracross could live a Psychic. That's news to me.
There are no
That's a happy accident, if you will.
And there goes
That was really lucky. Even if that didn't happen, if I died, I would have gone to Steelix, I would have gotten a free Earthquake off. I might have even gotten a second Earthquake off, which would have killed. And then I would have gone to Jolteon, which would have been at full health, and then I could have just gone for Thunders and won. So I got my continue back and just lost a little bit of time there. So now we're on the last fight, and this is going to be actually the hardest fight in the game. So it's a really good thing we got to continue. This fight can either be your best friend or your worst nightmare, because if you don't have a good core, you're just going to be switching around endlessly. So my best Pokemon right now on my team are Jolteon, Heracross, and as much as I want to use Tentacruel, I think Steelix is a better staple, so we're going to use Jolteon, Heracross, Steelix. If it doesn't work out, and if I find out he has like predominantly Fire-type Pokemon, I'm going to go back to Tentacruel on the next fight. But I haven't seen a Fire-type on this trainer's team in a long time. This is the last balanced fight. You can have any Pokemon. And he has Jinx. So we're going to find out right now if he has a ground type. He does. So maybe it would have been better if we had Tentacruel, but we'll see. Steelix is going to make this difficult. If it's Dig Steelix, we're in good shape. If he is a Dig Steelix, I know what I'm going to do.
This Pokemon is switching out.
If he's Earthquake Steelix, we're going to be in for a wild ride. We'll see how it goes. Earthquake, that's fine. Earthquake's doing maybe 30%. So now we just go for Leer twice and then reversal. It'll be the equivalent of doing reversal at low health twice. And we'll use our held item to know when we're closer. He's going for Earthquake. So we should get our held item here. Nope. The next one will give us our health. So I think I can start reversals on this next turn. So I should be in the yellow starting next turn. Somewhere around the 50 to 80 range. It also depends on how much HP I started with. But I should be in the mid to high yellow right now. Which means reversals doing like probably base 50, base 60, maybe even base 70. But it's like I'm doing 2 of them right here. So it should do a lot. I'll live this one easy. So we're in kind of a rough spot because of his Jinx. Switch. Is he going to a Flying type? If he goes to Xatu, we're in trouble. No, that's fine. I have the ultimate counter to Muck.
didn't accomplish.
So now we're going to switch to
How will this
our Steelix. Steelix walls this muck unless it has Fire Punch. And it could have Fire Punch. It could very well have Fire Punch. And if it has Fire Punch, it's going to go for it this turn. But after reversal, I think an Earthquake should kill a muck. But then again, Steelix is pretty weak. Because it can't even kill Alakazam. Well, we got a free Sludge Bomb. So he didn't go for Fire Punch, which means he probably doesn't have Fire Punch. And I think I could just stay in with Steelix for the rest of this fight. He went for Giga Drain, which is perfectly fine with me. He might be able to live this Earthquake after that Giga Drain, but I'm pretty confident he won't. And because I'm healthier than his Steelix, I can kill his Steelix. That also killed. That did not kill. They were cheering though. That's weird. Excuse me. So anyway, like I was saying, I'm in a good position here because after 2 Giga Drains, I should still be healthier than his Steelix. So as long as his Steelix doesn't have just like a good roll and kills me with Earthquake, I'll be able to kill him with Earthquake. And assuming he doesn't go to Jinx to weaken me with Blizzard or Ice Beam or anything, I can also do some damage to Jinx before I die. Hopefully my last move isn't Roll Out. Hopefully it's like Iron Tail. I don't know if I want to go for my last move. We'll see. Jinx. No, Steve. Okay. Moment of truth. We'll see who lives and who dies this turn.
There's the attack. Drill the weakness. What will it do? That struck home. They're both hanging tough.
Don't you love doubles? Mirror fights? It's so exciting not knowing who's gonna win.
Yes, it's a hit.
If he's faster than me, I lost.
Down it goes.
We'll find out this turn. Because I'll be waiting, and if nothing happens.
Just
Okay, so I killed him, which means his last is Jinx, which means we won. My Heracross is weak, my Steelix is weak. If he goes for Blizzard and misses, I win. If he goes for Icy Wind and doesn't kill, I win. Let's see what it is. He missed. Might be Blizzard. He might be able to live an Earthquake too. But he won't live another one. So if I can dodge one more Blizzard, then I win. And if not, I'll just go Jolteon, go for Rain Dance, and Thunder. Actually, I lied. I'm just going to go for 2 Thunders. That was Icy Wind. So we managed to miss with the very high accuracy of Icy Wind, which is amazing because that means we win. Nice.
The last Pokemon goes down. Congratulations! The champion has been decided!
And that is the final shtick. And that was a 43. Dude, what is going on right now? I don't understand what's going on right now. All my latest runs have been ridiculously fast. Like, ridiculously fast. That was a sub 44 run. Dude, all my runs are under 45 minutes now. All my blindfolded runs are ridiculously fast. So let's talk about our team here. Jolteon is one of the best Pokemon in the game. Tentacruel was terrible. If he had Surf, he would have been amazing. Heracross with Mega Horn is always there. Steelix with Earthquake is very good. If you can get lucky. If he has Dig, it's horrible. Miltank did nothing. And like I said, it was a fire type at the end, Rapidash. Rapidash is only good for one fight, and that's the first fight. My fastest split for the first fight is actually because of Rapidash. So as you can see here, it says number of tries 1. What that means is... Let me talk to my actual chat here. So, number of tries 1 means that I've not lost since the last time I played. So technically speaking, this is my 3rd blindfolded run in a row that I've won. So that makes 3 in a row, all under 45 minutes. It might have been a 50-minute one. Yeah, no, I think I had a 50-minute one, but it's still all under an hour. We're talking about 3 different blindfolded challenge cups done under an hour. I just muted my mic. So yeah, that's phenomenal, honestly. one other thing I need to talk about. If you get there's like a short list of Pokemon that you can get that would make this game completely runnable, consistently runnable. That is, if you get an electric type that is either Electrode or Jolteon or Electabuzz, all of those are the best electric types, and you're almost guaranteed an electric type every single team you get. It randomly generates a team that's balanced. It'll try and give you a little bit of each type. It'll typically try and get you a water type. It'll try and get you an electric type. Sometimes it gets you a fire type or a grass type. It usually switches those 4 around. And then it'll give you a flying type or a rock type or a ground type or a poison type or a normal type or a fighting type or a bug type or a steel type. But typically it doesn't like to have multiples of the same type, so that it can be the most balanced team you can get. If you get a, for example, if you get a, let's say you get a Scizor, you won't get a Steelix, you won't get a Pinsir or a Scyther or a Heracross, which is bad because you do want a Heracross, but it'll balance it out. If you get a Nidoking, you won't get a Muck, you won't get a Tentacruel, you won't get a Venusaur. You might get Venusaur, but if you have a Nidoking, you won't get a ground type, you won't get a poison type, and you'll just have Nidoking to work with. And Nidoking's also a pretty good Pokemon. He'll have Earthquake and a coverage move. But anyway, long story short, if you can get a Pokemon like Jolteon, a Pokemon like Aerodactyl, a Pokemon like Heracross, and then any good ground type user like Steelix or Nidoking. Steelix is not that good. Donphan's a little bit better. But Steelix has his uses, as you saw in that fight. He was a Steel type, so I was able to switch him into Muck. But that was also just a really good team matchup. But either way, I made some good decisions here, I think. I made the best decisions I could. I recognized every Pokemon except for the very, very first Pokemon. I could have sworn on my life it was a Steelix. But in the end, I still saved a lot of time. I got a gold split, actually. I saved, what was that, like 4 minutes? No, 3 minutes. I saved about 3 minutes on the fight between the Sunny Day fight and the Balance team. But anyway, that's Pokemon Stadium Blindfolded. All you have to do is find one of the good Pokemon and use them a lot. Jolteon's good because he has reliable stab. Heracross is good because he has a semi-reliable stab. It's not as accurate, but it's a lot stronger too. So that was a very good team. I like that team. It was pretty good. It could have been better if I had a Surf user, but that's okay. Some of the best water type users are Lapras, kind of, Kingdra with Surf and Hydro Pump, Politoed with Surf or Hydro Pump. My world record run is, my fastest time that is, it's probably world record. My fastest time is with a Poliwrath and an Aerodactyl, and I think an Electabuzz. Those were the only 3 Pokemon I used, because I didn't get a chance to look for any other Pokemon. Those 3 were enough to beat the game. Well, I had a Porygon too, but he only did one thing. But yeah, so, like I said, that's Pokemon Stadium 2. Yeah, Electrode is the fastest Pokemon. He also almost always gets Rain Dance and Thunder, but sometimes he gets Thunderbolt and like Mirror Coat, Swift, Explosion. Those are pretty bad. But he almost always has Thunder, and if not, he'll have Thunderbolt. Oh, so the first Pokemon was Gyarados. That's what I thought it was when I heard it. It sounded like it might have been Gyarados, but I didn't want to believe it. I wanted to think it was a Steelix. So yeah, it's Pokemon Stadium 2 in 45 minutes. This is my 3rd win in a row. So hopefully I'll make that 4 by the next time I stream. Thank you for watching. Peace out.